Yes.
Here's my story. When I was 12 years old and living in Edmonton, Alberta, where I had grown up, my mother was diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
Okay.
And in those days, cancer wasn't terribly treatable, so it was basically a fatal diagnosis. So she prepared to die, and this put such stress on my father that he suffered 3 massive heart attacks, the third of which killed him. So it ended up he died before my mother did. And I remember her coming in to tell me in my bedroom the morning after he died that he'd done so. And then she just lay with me for about 20 minutes, obviously thinking that she would soon be gone too. And her fourth child, her 12-year-old son, was going to be out in the world without parents. But as it turned out, and she did die, I don't know, a few months after that. So what happened to me was I spent the summer living in our family home in Edmonton with my sister, who was really only, I was 12, she was only 8 years older than me. So she was 20 years old, and she sort of took care of me that summer. And then I went to live in New York City with my eldest sister, who was actually 14 years older than me. Her name was Patty. And she became more like a mom to me in some ways than an oldest sister. But she would have been 26, I guess, when she suddenly, in addition to her own 2 children, had to take on having a pre-adolescent boy. Anyway, so all of a sudden my life changed utterly. I went from Edmonton, Alberta to living in New York City in the space of about, I don't know, it happened in 24 hours, didn't it? Because I got on a plane in Alberta, got off the plane in New York City, and lived there for 2 years. And that is the story of how my whole world changed when I was 12.
Wow.